Hey guys, we're doing a build off with Decals Graveyard on making a pizza car, pizza delivery car, and you can choose any car you want. You can choose any company you want, make up your own. It can be an existing pizza chain, whatever. So anyway, I chose this car, and I had already done an intro where I was showing you about this car, and I was going to strip it and I changed the wheels and everything. And this is the car that it was. It's the Datsun 510 Hot Wheels Car Culture. It's Real Riders metal on metal. The wheels on it were different. The wheels were the white rims. I didn't care for them, so I changed them out. They were these wheels, which technically would not be street legal anyway, so you couldn't use them to deliver pizza. No pizza joint in their right mind would allow you to use them. So I put these wheels on here. It's off of another car that I just had laying around, one of these Jewels. They fit perfectly, so that's a big plus. Less work for me. I've got it drilled out. Need to put a screw in it. It had a roll cage. I took the roll cage out. I don't even know where the roll cage is, but anyway, we're going to paint this. We're going to put some decals on it. I'm getting some decals from Kenny Terry. They are we're going to go with the Stoner's Pizza theme. I know a lot of you have heard of the Stoner's Pizza chain. We just got them here in the last couple of years, and I like them okay. They're about as good as Papa John's or Mellow Mushroom. I'm always been a Domino's and a Pizza Hut kind of guy myself, so forgive me for being a junk food pizza eater. And I like deep dish, so pan pizzas. Okay, there's the base. The wheels, I did not have to glue them in. I just bent the tabs, snapped the wheels in, and bent them back a little bit. Here's the interior. The roll cage was hooked up here. I cut it off and it folded over and tucked under the back seat, so we didn't have to worry about that. And then here's our windshield. Was trying to figure out what color I wanted to paint this. Really didn't want to paint it white. Not sure what the common color is for these cars. I'm going to have to do some research on that. Okay, I've come up with a scheme for our pizza delivery car. Paint scheme, that is. We're going to use primer. We're going to give it that rusty, over-polished look that you see a lot of older cars have. We're going to start out with some red primer, black red primer, to give it an undercoat, and then we're going to go back over it with some Rust-Oleum flat white primer, so it looks like flat paint. And what I'm going to do is, after I put the 2 coats on there and it dries, I'm going to go back over it with some 600 grit sandpaper. This is used, but it'll work just fine. And I'm just going to polish through the areas like back in the day, you know, like lightly over the middle and the trunk and the hood, like you went over it too much with your buffer, and it buffed through the clear and it buffed through the paint, and you started seeing the lighter colors through the paint. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and spray these with 2 different primers, and then we're going to polish it off with some sandpaper, maybe wet sand it, and we're going to get that rusty old finish that an old car would have. You know, like a young kid out delivering pizza, or you know, a stoner. This is his car, and he's working on it and he's fixing it up to be nicer than what it is, you know. But he's just in the process of it. So that's what we're going to go with. So I'm going to get busy on that, and I'll be right back. Okay, we've got the red primer on there, and it don't look too bad. It's going to dry flat. We're going to let that dry, and then we'll come back with the white over the top of that, and then we'll wet sand it and give it that rough look like we're looking for. Okay, we got a nice flat finish on the red primer. I put it in the oven to cure for about 30 minutes so I could put the next coat on it. It looks a little redder on the camera than it does to the eye. it's more brown to the eye. So next we're going to hit it with some white primer, and we're going to get that distinct rustic look we're looking for, and then we're going to, you know, buff it out. So we'll be right back. Okay, we got the white paint on. It's kind of got a sheen to it, which is a good thing because it makes it look like it's more finished. So what I want to do is I want to sand it with the sandpaper. I'm going to try it dry first and see what it looks like, and then if it doesn't, you know, if it doesn't act the way I want it to, I'm going to wet sand it. After I do this, I got some decals I'm going to put on here, and then we're going to clear coat over it. And I hope that doesn't ruin it, because I kind of want it to have that ratty look and not too shiny. So I'll debate on that after I put the decals on. I don't know if I really want to put clear on there or not. So let's try a little sanding and see how it looks. Again, this is 600 grit sandpaper, and it's pretty wore, so probably 800 grit sandpaper. Just kind of want to sand it till it's starting to expose the darker color underneath. And you know, you might want to have a shine through here and there to make it look like a you know, a spot that's been primered or polished too much. Like, we'll catch these edges real good. I think I'm gonna have to wet sand it because it's clogging up the paper already. See, that there went down to the metal. I didn't really want it to do that. It went down to the metal right on the edge, so I got to be more careful. I'll leave that there. And we'll sand the roof like this here and see if we can get get some of that red to shine through. Yeah, it's clogging up the paper. I'm going to try wet sanding it and see how that does, and then I'll bring it back and show you. All right, we did it. You can see the red primer shining through the paint. Kind of looks like I want to paint it another color, so I've been scuffing it up, sanding it. Maybe it's over polished over the years. It just needs a new paint job. Some scuffs and dings here and there. I think it looks like it's an original car, you know what I'm saying? Now we're going to put some decals on there. And again, I think I mentioned it before. This is for the Stoner's Pizza Joint. So I'm going to go ahead and put those on, and then we'll give you a peek at it before we put it back together. And you can tell me if you think we need to clear it or just leave it like it is. Okay, here we go. Got some decals on there. Just put that up there so you can see it. We think. It says Legalized Marinara, and it has the Stoner's Pizza logo. I don't know why it looks like that. It's see-through, but it looks like it's got a background, but it don't. Anyway. Crazy piece of pizza. Anyway, that's what she looks like. I was just wondering, you guys think I should clear coat it? I like the patina of the car, but you see the edge of the decals there? The decal paper's pretty thick. I might have to put a coat of, couple of coats of clear on it, and maybe do a coat of matte clear. I got some matte clear around here somewhere. Maybe that would do the trick. Okay, here it is. I got the clear coat on it. I haven't done anything else to it. You can see the shine on there. I don't know. I mean, I think the clear coat definitely makes the decals look better. But I think shine on an old car like that isn't really what we want, so we're going to have to dull this down. So I think I'm going to wet sand it and then maybe spray some matte clear over it and see how it looks. Alright, we've got the What I did was I wet sanded it first with 600 grit, but the clear coat that I put on there, I guess, said, no, I want to be shiny. So when I wiped it off after wet sanding, it was still shiny. So I hit it with some matte clear, and this is what we have. I think it makes it look rustic, like, you know, a stoner's been out there polishing the car until he polished all the paint off of it. Or maybe he sanded it so he could paint it, and then he's like, oh, well, I'm out of money, so I need to deliver pizza, make some money so I can paint my car. So he put some decals on his car to go and deliver pizza. I think it looks really good. So we're going to go ahead and assemble this and see what we got. Put the windshield in, and you remember we took the roll cage off the interior, so it's just an interior, it's not a race car anymore. This guy spent a lot of money on his tires and wheels, so they're going to be nice tires and wheels on a ratty old car. Snap. And there we have it. Rolls nice, looks nice. What do you think? I think it looks pretty authentic myself. I can see a guy bringing me pizza in a car like this. And it's not even a four-door, so he's going to have to put the pizza on the passenger side. And he'll probably get out and walk around and get it because, you know, it's such a small car. He can't grab that big old large pizza out. That's like the Stoners have some pretty big pizzas. I think they have a 22-inch pizza. So it's not going to come out that door. He's going to have to go to this side, open the door, and turn it sideways to get it out. But there you have it. It's the Stoner's Pizza Delivery Car. Stoner's Pizza Joint. What do you think? So guys, if you really like this video, how about leave me a thumbs up, and don't forget to check out Kenny Terry at Waterslide Decals, and check out the other builders, Diecast Graveyard, and all the other guys in this competition built on a pizza delivery car. Alright, on that note, you guys have an awesome day.